Welcome back, guys, to hashtag AskBRP. My name is Seth, and this is episode number 16. As most of you guys know, the Apple Watch came out recently, maybe 2 months ago, maybe a little bit less, and a lot of people, including myself, are wondering, what will happen to other watch companies now that the Apple Watch is out. Will they wear the Apple Watch, or will they wear a Rolex? I'm just wearing both for the sake of the video. I don't actually wear two watches on each wrist. So will people start wearing and buying the Apple Watch instead of a Rolex? Will they buy it instead of a Michael Kors? How has the watch been selling, and do people even like it? I received my Apple Watch around 2 weeks ago, and so as someone who loves watches and will always love Rolex, I am going to tell you what I think will happen with the Apple Watch, and more specifically, what will happen to businesses they compete with, like Rolex. After all, the wrist is very valuable real estate. You can wear multiple necklaces at a time. You can wear multiple rings on different fingers. You can even wear multiple earrings in your ear. But as far as a watch goes, 99% of us just wear one watch on one of our wrists. So who will win? But before I tell you that, let's recap last week. Last week I actually reviewed a classic Chanel flat bag. I told you some little tidbits about it, some fun facts, like what that little zippered pocket under the flap is for. If you want to see that episode or any other episodes, just go to bocaratonpond.com/askbrp, or you can just type in hashtag AskBRP on YouTube, and you should see all of our episodes. So first I want to talk about the Apple Watch itself and what it does. Where I think they succeeded and others failed is they really made their watch a watch first. When you look at it, it doesn't look like a computer on a bracelet. It looks like a watch. They kept the crown. See, if you look at the watch, they kept the actual crown. Granted, it's not really in the normal place, but you can tell, okay, this is definitely a watch. And they made sure the first thing you see when you raise the watch, to look at it, is the time. You can customize it to make it analog or digital, but when you actually keep it analog, it really does make it seem like you're looking at a real watch. But after that, its second function is to be an extension, like an extension of your iPhone. It's the added convenience of not having to take out your phone out of your pocket every time you get an email or a text message or even a phone call. Those of us with iPhones know constantly throughout the day we're getting notifications. So just to be able to glance down at your wrist like that and see the notification is much more convenient than like reaching your pocket, taking out your phone, and looking at it. Can you call and text from it? Yes, you definitely can, but it's not really the main objective. The main objective is that it's a watch and that it keeps you connected with the world around you. Now, do I think the Apple Watch will put other watch companies out of business? It's definitely possible. And I say that because it will definitely hurt certain brands. The style combined with the convenience of the Apple Watch is undeniable. But I also think it won't have an effect on other watch companies. So first, let's look at the price point. Unless you're buying one of the gold watches, which very few people are, the Apple Watch Edition, the price point of the Apple Watch Sport and the Apple Watch, the regular model, is like $350 to $1,000. And if you look around the watch market, watches that are priced similar include brands like Michael Kors and Seiko. And I really do think the Apple Watch is gonna take a huge dent out of those two businesses. Imagine you're a 25-year-old kid, millennial, buying your first watch, and you've saved up $500, and you start looking around at the different choices. All that the Apple Watch brings with the text messaging and receiving phone calls and all that, and the fact that it looks nice and it looks like an actual watch, to me is a no-brainer. That particular person's going to buy the Apple Watch and not spend the $500 on the regular watch. So technology is really important to millennials, people my age and a little bit younger. and we really want to stay in touch with the world around us. So I think the Apple Watch will definitely severely hurt the mid-range watch brands. So as far as the Apple Watch, though, against luxury Swiss brands like Rolex, like Audemars Piguet, like Patek Philippe, I don't think it will have an effect. And if it does, it's going to be very, very little. We've seen technology come along and try to kill the mechanical watch already. The quartz watch, for example, keeps better time than any mechanical watch does. Yet connoisseurs still buy a mechanical watch, stainless steel even, for $10,000. Why? I think it's because there's something special about knowing the device you wear to keep time takes hours upon hours of manufacturing, and it's comprised of little tiny gears that rotate in perfect harmony and really keep time, within seconds of a quartz watch per day, which is pretty incredible. Also, I think the price points are different enough where they're not really competing with each other. Yes, Apple does make a $17,000 rose gold watch, but they're not making too many of those. And I think the higher price points of the luxury Swiss brands will keep them away from the Apple Watch. I think watch collectors like me or like other people definitely will get the Apple Watch and use it as a toy. It's fun to play with and it's convenient, but I don't think it's going to take over the real estate of those people's wrists for long. According to Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, the watch has been selling really, really well, and I'm sure it has. I have no reason to doubt him. It took me 2 months just to get mine because it was sold out, so definitely seems like people want it. I definitely think it's going to hurt the mid-range brands, like I said, like a Michael Kors or a Seiko. Given the choice between an Apple Watch and a Seiko, it just seems like, to me anyway, a no-brainer. People are going to choose the Apple Watch just because of all the functions that it has. But I don't think it's going to affect the high-end luxury brands like Rolex, Audemars, Patek Philippe. I think they'll be just fine. They've weathered the past, they've weathered the storm in the past, just like with quartz, and they're all better off for it. And I think the same will be true this time around. So that's it for episode 16. Thank you everyone for watching. Please remember to follow the show at Boca Raton Pawn on Twitter and Instagram, and like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Boca Pawn Shop. And like I said before, if you want to see any of the other episodes that I've done, just search #AskBRP on YouTube, or you can visit us directly at BocaRatonPawn.com/AskBRP. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next week.